Hi everyone, welcome back. Okay, I'm going to look at one card's out. Why somebody changed so much. Okay, this is for those of you who want to know why somebody changed. I've got somebody who went from over a long. They didn't change suddenly. Okay, they were really quite good for quite a while, but then something really changed. Something really went wrong here. So I'm just going to see what happened here. Okay, right, the core of this, there was some emotional disconnection and also physical disconnection that happened towards the end of this relationship at some point, which didn't help. Okay, that was just one of the layers here. But I think the key is, deep down, they were frightened of losing you. Okay, so in the past, something's happened to them, possibly before they met you, but they were frightened to lose you, okay? They've got an abandonment fear. Your person has a fear of abandonment. And something triggered this. Something triggered this. It could have been financial, emotional. We'll go a bit deeper, see what the root cause of this was. But there was a trigger that, you know, almost came out of nowhere, that started to cause them to pull back. They became quite cold with you, and also, like I said, they weren't emotional anymore. It's like they didn't care, but also kind of like everything just started to go downhill. So let's have a look. I'll get my tarot deck out. I'm just going to have a look at really why they were frightened of losing you. That'll give us an indication as to possibly what fear of abandonment they've got here. But let's all wanted to come out, so we'll take that one. I'll give this a bit more of a shuffle. Just while I'm shuffling though, it's really good to have you watching again, and if you would like a reading, if you just click on the title of this video, it's all in the description box below, and also the free relationship report, check that out as well. And thanks so much for watching and all your support. Okay, right. Okay, you know something, even if they weren't having to do this for some reason, they felt they were competing for your attention. Now, this can be as simple as somebody, if, say for example, you're having to give your attention to your children, even if they're older, or your family. If your person possibly has been abandoned or something happened in their childhood, instead of them rationally being able to look at the situation and think, hey, you know, this person's busy, you know, they've got a lot on, they start to go into victim mode, okay? But they were in the Nine of Swords. You know, I'm obviously asking this question, why were they frightened to lose you? They were frightened of competition, okay? Possibly you'd made new friends. Maybe because of the way they were acting, you developed new hobbies, or you thought, you know what, I'm just, you know, I can't sit around here waiting for you to speak to me. I'm going to go and do something else, quite rightly so. But they were very, very anxious about losing you. Okay? So what they started to do, instead of discussing this with you, okay, they just became very spiteful, very mealy-minded. You know, everything that you tried to do to move the situation forward, they would pull back, or they were skeptical about. I think there was also somebody else in the energy that was causing problems here with this card, possibly a younger person. Gossip. There was gossip around you. But going back to why they changed, they were frightened. They were just scared of losing you because of competition. Okay, but I feel the trigger was something to do with their past, nothing actually to do with you. Let's clarify that card, please. Let's have a look. You know, they're giving a message today that they don't understand. They don't know what to do. Okay? They don't know what to do. competition, what was that about, please? Let's have a look. This person has some massive mood swings with you. They went from being, you went from being very happy and very open, and this was a beautiful energy you shared with this person, to it just being all over the place. They go from being chatty, happy and smiley to being ice cold and ignoring you, okay? I honestly think that they thought you were sneaking around, which you weren't, and I think you thought they were sneaking around, which they possibly were, but it's just their trigger. It was their fear of abandonment. And some people, depending on attachment styles, etc., if they feel triggered, they will start to make plans to do other things, okay? This is a very, very strange energy today, but they're still in a situation of them not understanding, okay? I think they need to heal. I think this person needs to heal. They have been doing some healing, okay? There's no communication here between you, so that'll narrow it down. There's no communication, and it went from a very, very happy, loving, warm, exciting, beautiful relationship to just toxic, really. It was just very, very toxic. This person could have left and then come back, but either way, it was just messy. It was just absolutely messy. Right, okay, let's get this out. Let's see what else I'd like to say to you. Let's have a look what else I'd like to say to you. I wish you understood how I feel. There we go. Yeah, they're still in that energy of helplessness, victim mode, blaming, just like they're an adult behaving like a child, and I don't mean that disrespectfully to whoever this person's energy I've picked up on. It's just that your person has got this childhood wound in the subconscious somewhere, and that's what they're playing out in their real life, all right? I feel that you went off, not literally left the building, but you decided to start doing something for yourself because they were just ice cold. You felt very lonely in this relationship, quite isolated in it. There was a real distance between you, okay? But instead of them realising why, they projected this trigger onto you, saying, well, I shouldn't have to compete with this people. It's almost like they were a spoiled child when you couldn't give them enough attention, but you've given them loads of attention, okay? It was all about them. It was all about them. And I feel if this is your reading, it must have been very, very draining. It must have been very, very draining to try and keep everybody happy here. You were trying to keep everybody happy, and instead of your person supporting you, they were just making everything worse. But they're still in that energy of, I don't understand. They don't want to take responsibility. I don't feel they want to take responsibility today. Okay, let's get this little Lenormand out. What's going on in this person's environment, please? They could be keeping an eye on you. They could be watching you, but I think you're very sceptical about getting involved with this person again. I think you really are very, very sceptical. Let's go. Yes, they're back and forth energy. Two more, please. Yeah, they're very, very back and forth, but I still see they're in quite a deceptive sort of energy, to be honest. you know, within a love situation, this is giving me you in the middle, very loyal, very stable. And I think for a while you were willing to possibly accept this person back. But you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've really gone within to understand what the hell happened here. How it went from, how you went from the Sun to the Seven of Swords, okay? And if this person had reached out a while back, I feel there's a possibility you would have been willing to listen to them, okay? I feel this is just an energy check-in for those of you who've actually moved on, who maybe wanted a little bit of clarity. This is somebody who will not take accountability, okay? They're not willing to put the growth in or the work in. It's still very me energy. And they left you struggling. Somebody could have left you struggling with money, okay? You could have had problems within your career where you might have had competition that was difficult, okay? And this caused you a lot of worry. And you then could have been worried with these two cards that you were trying to juggle all the bills, but your person was just literally sitting sulking in the corner, which is neither use nor ornament to anybody, is it really? You know, we've got to get through the day-to-day life, and you really loved this person. You were very loyal. You were very faithful. You were very persistent, but it always seemed to be dumped on you, whereas they were very wishy-washy. They were very, very wishy-washy. You never knew quite what the tide was going to bring in the next day. Was it going to be the sunny side up version? Was it going to be the lonely silent version? Or was it going to be you thinking that they were going to leave at any time? Or possibly you were in such a tiz with all of this, you had to leave. Okay, but if you had to leave and this is your reading, I don't feel you got everything. I don't feel you got everything, okay? So no, it's quite clear this person is still stuck in this childish energy, okay? They're still very stuck in it. You were hopeful for a while. You were hopeful for a while with this person. Let's just see how they're getting on. How's this person getting on at the moment, please? Five of Cups, not too good. They're stuck in the past, but they're still in victim mode. They're just in a complete pity party. They're kind of looking at everything they've lost, but I don't feel that they're in a position to wrap their head round what they possibly did in all of this, okay? They're just in sort of a victim mode, pity mode. They don't look at everything that you provided. All right, they're just not looking at that. But they're very much stuck in the past, okay? They're very, very much stuck in the past. But I feel they drained your energy and you haven't got that energy to give back today. Okay, so really it's just a message today to say that, yeah, I see you, that's your energy, Nine of Pentacles. You're quite happy on your own. You prefer your independence at the moment, doing your own thing. And especially if you didn't get out with everything that was yours, or you had to make decisions to leave something behind even though you'd worked for it, I still think you're happier where you are now than you were there. All right, but your person hasn't changed. This person's still in that energy. They're possibly wanting a lifestyle as well they can't afford. Yeah, they're struggling. They're struggling energetically and emotionally, but they've got to heal. They've got to stop looking at everything they perceive they've lost and look at what what joy they've actually got in the present moment, but they're not doing that. They're just feeling very, very sorry for themselves. Let's get a card for you before we wrap. That's quite a straightforward message. I heard that before this morning, you know, why did it go? Why did it go? And it's abandonment. That's great, but we can't rescue everyone. That's the thing. And the more you keep doing it, the more they'll let you. You know, in the end, all of us, we have to take a step back and think, well, you know, what can we do to change? What can we try and do to be better? This person's just not doing it. Choose freedom. There you go. That's your message. And I got that with the Nine of Pentacles, actually. Okay, I'm going to read this. I love these cards. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. Free yourself from the obstacles, okay? Turn your thoughts away from this if you can. It takes time. Go easy on yourself, okay? This wasn't a short-term relationship. And instead envision endless other possibilities, because they're there for you, okay? They are there for you. Stay strong. Stay strong. Message today. They're still in this energy. They're just very selfish. Very, very selfish. And I just heard they thought they were being clever. They thought they were being clever, but it's backfired on them. So I'll leave it with you. Take good care. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all. Bye.